Hello, hello, everybody. How is everybody
Hello,
tonight?
everyone.
Hello, Miss Glennis.
Back here to comments. Glennis, can you check the private messages, please? Hi, Gigi. We have Debbie behind the scenes here. Gigi,
Hello,
there's
ladies.
Margie. There's Joni.
Hello,
I said that
ladies.
because I saw Debbie already commented out there. We've also got Candy behind the scenes, and we've got Glennis behind the scenes. And there's Ms. Bevy. Hey, Joni, Bevy, how are you guys? Hope your internet doesn't cut out on me like last time. Is that what happened? Maybe was it Saturday night? Your internet cut out on you. All of a sudden, I'm like, Margie's gone.
Oh, I didn't even make it
hello.
Saturday. I laid down with Charlie and ended up going to sleep.
I figured that if you had a moment to yourself, you probably sat down and fell asleep, and if not, you were busy taking care of one or the other of somebody in the family. That's what I figured. It was a fun night, though. You might want to watch it maybe in a couple weeks when you have a chance. I got some really cool. I got some really cool image polls from magazines or from books. Yeah, stupid interwebs. Live chat. Oh yes, don't forget to get on live chat instead of top chat. And thumbs up. Oh, appreciate that, Gigi. Appreciate you remembering that. So how's everybody doing? Is there anything new going on? Anything we all need to know? Anybody we need to sing happy birthday to today? Oh, we have everybody here. Even though there's been chaos in everybody's life. Glennis was a zombie all weekend, and then she was a zombie Sunday, Monday, and today from doing the weekend. Hope it was successful, though. Glennis, hope you had a really good weekend, and it was very successful. So let's see.
I plan on being pretty private. Not private. Quiet. But yes, my weekend was excellent. It was a really good time, and I'm still exhausted, so I'm just going to listen mostly.
I'll bet you are exhausted. That stuff is draining, especially when you have the physical issues that we all deal with. So I can imagine that it's going to take a week for you to recoup and rest up enough. So, but we're glad you're here, and we're glad you're feeling well, and we're glad that it was an awesome weekend for you. Joni had the cable company 3 times in the past 5 days. Hope it's fixed now. Wow. I hope so too, Joni. That's really a pain. It's Margie's unbirthday. It's Gigi's unbirthday as well. Happy unbirthday to you. Happy unbirthday to you. That's all you get. It's your unbirthday. You only get half the song. Oh, Debbie, Candy, how are you guys?
Doing well, thank you.
Well, yep.
Good. Everybody's alive and kicking. And any update on Raven that you want to tell everybody?
She had another surgery today. She has 2 more to go. They're hoping she'll be able to come home end of next week, hopefully.
So she's doing better if they're looking at a week to come home.
It's just her foot.
Awesome.
It's just her foot that they're
working on
right now.
In stages.
Yeah, it was that large. It's a large cut, ladies. It took a big chunk out because her foot slid under the side by side on the concrete, so it ripped out clear to the bone.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I remembered you saying it cut clear to the bone.
Yeah, it's a chunk. It took a chunk out.
Shoot. Ouch.
I'm sorry, Gigi. My voice is going again. I'm sorry, ladies. Let me up the mic. A little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
Give her love.
Candy's trying to save her voice.
I won't be talking much, ladies, so.
I'll repeat what Candy said. She said that Raven is doing well. They're hoping she can come home next week. She had another surgery today, and she has 2 more. They're continuing to work on her foot because her foot slipped under the side-by-side. It ripped out a chunk all the way to the bone. So they're continuing to work on that in stages, but the fact that they're thinking she can come home next week is amazing. That's awesome. Hi, Shelby. Good to see you. It's been a while. Joni, about half of the invoices have gone out. Apparently not yours. And I was going to kind of hang tight till more people got in here, but the half that haven't gone out, I've been thinking about how to handle them, and I think I'm going to send them out tonight after the sale, but I'm going to send them out with just the order and no shipping on it so that we can get it paid and close out that sale. But then we'll include it in with this week's sales at as far as sending it all together. If you have anything this week, and do shipping on all of it, um, that's going to save shipping on those that I didn't send out. It's because the shipping was just really weird, and I just trying to find a way to save you some shipping. So I'll do that. If you don't have anything from this week, then that's okay. At the end of the week, then we'll figure out how to do um, shipping on what you had anyway. Oh, oh no, Joni, you're always on top of it. No worries, no worries at all. Yeah, lots of prayers still coming in for Raven. Yeah, it is crazy, and thankfully she's young and healthy, and healing well, so that they can continue to do these surgeries. If she wasn't healing well, they wouldn't keep doing surgeries right after each other. So, but yeah, she'll continue to be in our prayers. So that's awesome. Well, you guys want to get started right away so that um, maybe you get a jump on things before anybody else comes in. Sometimes go to a sale early so I can see if there's something quickly early before anybody else gets in and they run out. I put this here to try to keep focus, because camera was having a really hard time focusing just on these light colored tins. So we had these tins once before. This is the white thimble tin, and this one is the pink pins and needles tins, and the lids slide off of these that direction. The bottom has a piece of magnet on it so things stick, and it had some charms and things in it last time. And we stuck with one per person because I didn't have nearly enough for everybody. So if you didn't get one last time, or if you got one and you wanted the other, hopefully you can get that tonight. But I did
You're
put
blurry
different
again.
things.
It's really blurry. Yeah.
No,
Need
it's
that
because the
book.
tins are so light in color that it can't find any color to focus on.
Maybe leave that on
So
the mat.
I'll just leave
Yeah.
that here until we get through this. So there's different things in here tonight. Where's that tray? Oh, I didn't bring down the tray I was going to. We're going to use, oh, hang on just a minute. There's a lot of things that if I dump them out on here, they're going to go rolling right off. And that's why I was bringing down the tray. So we're going to find a makeshift tray. Which one of you wants to be a makeshift tray? How about trying to find something that doesn't have too tall of sides that will work well for that. You know, I only have 532 containers down here in this room. Okay, this doesn't have, oh, there we go. That one's even better. That one's even better. Let me get around the other side of the table. That one's got small walls. Perfect. And I'm going to put a piece of velvet on the bottom so it'll be easy to see. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Forgot my tray. That's what happens when Doug's home so early during the day, because he's home all the time. And I made dinner. Meatloaf and potatoes at like 3:00. It was weird. It was very weird. Got a piece of velvet there. We'll just do that. That'll work as a tray. Yeah, it was really good. It was just really weird to be making dinner that early and have him there. And I'm like, I ate fast. I'm like, I gotta go, honey. Gotta go to work. There we go. That'll be a good tray. Okay. So, oh, the red might be easier to focus on too. So there are 4 of the white ones, and they're all super close to the same. The only difference might be if I only had certain amount of one charm, and so I was 1 or 2 short, so I put a different one in there. But this has a bunch of little pearl beads, and the pearl beads are awesome because some of them are little teeny tiny, some of them are oval shaped, some of them are round of different sizes. There is a wooden round button with botanicals on it. There's a couple of different heart charms. This one, the thread or string, whatever you're stringing it on, the line would go straight through it, all the way through. That's a fun one. There's a little boot charm and a music charm and another heart charm, and then a Paris postage stamp, which is wood. It's a button. You can see the buttonholes in it. So, and the bottom is magnetic on both the white and the pink. And you can see that this one is very similar. It's got a different charm. It doesn't have the large heart charm. It has this one instead. So I would have run out of one and then used the other, but everything else is pretty much the same. So, okay, so there's 3 white and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the pink, and they will be $6 each, the same as they were last time. You can go ahead anytime you're ready, Debbie. I'm going to slowly get all these little beads back in here. Maybe I shouldn't dump out the teeny tiny beads. Pick up one by one with my fingernails. Yeah, you can see why I don't want to just dump it on the mat. They don't all have teeny tiny beads in them, but some of them have a lot of stuff. Every one of them I packed as full as I could get it. I even have a few extra things sitting here, so if anything has settled since I packed it and there's room, I'll stick something else in. Okay, we'll set that there because we will continue to use that. All right, so let's see here.
Okay, ladies, anybody interested?
And I don't think we ever kept a list last time. We had about 12 people that wanted them and didn't get them last time. And I don't think we kept a list at all because I wasn't sure I could get any more. But maybe not the people who are here now.
Okay, those are available.
Okay. No problem. We'll put those back over here. If we end up with time at the end, because all we're doing tonight is the containers. If we end up with time, we can pull them back out at the end if there's people here who weren't at the beginning. Okay. Doug and Mom are both doing well. Yes, I took Mom home yesterday, and Doug is doing great. He's more mobile than he has been. He's feeling good. He's following doctor's orders. Friday, I take him back to the doctor, and the doctor will unlock his brace so he'll be able to start bending his knee. Okay, this is going to be an ABCD. A is the vintage sewing machine, oval tin. They're oval in shape. B is mom and daughter, oval, vintage sewing tin. C will be the mom and son, oval. And D will be ice skating. So she's sitting on the old treadle sewing machine and he's pushing her, but they're all on ice skates. Looks like fun, right? Just, what you would do in Central Park in the winter. So these, let's see if I can move that up a little bit and stay in. There we go. Whoops, there's a little bead, pearl bead that goes in that one. Okay. These are all very, very similar as well. They all have a metal bead in them, or metal bead, a metal button. The metal buttons are different in every one of them, but they all have a metal button. They have the wooden heart button. See the buttonholes. It's hard to see the buttonholes, I know, in the picture. They have a mushroom button that is wooden. They have a fan button that is wooden, and a butterfly button that is wood, flying right out of my hands. They have some shell beads, a tiny handmade paper rose, a finger dauber, and a tiny vial of glass beads. The color of glass beads might be different. They'll either be green or gold or white. Okay, so there's 2 of A, 2 of B, 2 of C, and 1 of D.
Okay, those are in, ladies.
$7, sorry. So tomorrow night we'll do old books and movie ephemera. I've got some cool old movie ephemera. How many do we have here? We have 14.
Okay, those are available.
Okay. Let's take a minute, and if everybody will go message somebody or text somebody who's not here, they have to not be here. Message somebody to come to the sale, and if they come, you will get a freebie, an extra freebie, because I always put a freebie in. You'll get an extra freebie in your box if you have an order. If not, you'll still get a freebie. I've got something right here in mind. So let's take like 2 minutes and give everybody a chance. Get some energy going. I'll message some people too. Let me do this.
Okay, Bonnie just left here, so she knows.
She's just probably barely getting home. Let's see. Mm-hmm.
That was probably me.
Yep.
I put it in my group.
Cool.
My Party Girls group.
Just saw it pop up. I won't message any of them. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for who else I can message quickly here. Glennis, I'm wondering if we sent out the link too early. I thought about that last night when I sent it. I thought maybe I shouldn't send it to her till tomorrow morning. I don't know. Do you think it gave people time to forget? Okay. And then if the person you messaged or persons you messaged comes into chat, you need to say in chat, and Debbie, if you can write those names down.
Sure.
So I can make sure that the extra gift goes in. Let's see. We are an hour earlier than what we normally do, and I wondered if that threw people off.
Might be a little bit early for those that work out of the home.
That's true. That is true. You know what? Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can reach this from here. On the other side of the desk, I can reach it without losing any containers of beads that are done. There it is. I have a couple of things of lace. There we go. These tins look like they have plenty of room. We'll stick some lace in there. We'll do a length of that one.
Rebecca gave me a thumbs up.
Nice.
Sandy good. Well, you can see those.
Oh, I'm not in there.
Oh, okay.
Does that mean they're coming? Hopefully. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put some lace in. Here's a nice thin lace. That'll fit in. And then here's a thicker lace. I love this one because you can cut it apart and get 2 strips of lace, or you can use it as one. If that will fit in as well, I will add those to all of these tins. Let's see. There we go. Hold it down, the lid will go on. Okay, I'm going to add that to all of the tins, a couple of lengths of lace. Hey, Suze. Glad you made it. Let's see. All right. Anybody else's contacts come in? I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. If a bunch more people come, we can pull them out again at the end. But let's get into some of the fun boxes that have boxes, tins, whatever they are, that have the stuff. And we are not focusing again. It's going to keep doing that every time we have nothing or have something super light. So that's pretty good for a focus there. All right, we don't need that. Okay, how about, I'm going to save that one. How about a purse box? Actually have 3 purse boxes. They are all the same size and shape, but they are 3 different colors. The first one is purple. That'll be A. The second one is teal. It's a very light teal. This is more of a blue, and this is a green teal. It's a very light teal, and other colored flowers down there. And the third one is pink. If I can get a hold of it. Here we go. The third one is pink. The pink purse. Aren't those cute boxes? So let's look and see what's in them. bring out our fancy tray here. Purple. Okay, so on all of these others, all of these big ones, or anything bigger than these little tiny ones that we just had. Let me go back and...
There's about a 15-second lag.
Okay.
Between StreamYard and YouTube.
Okay. On all of the other containers from here on out, they all have lace or doily or fabric or something lining it like this. Wasn't really feasible to do in the little tiny ones. So the little tiny ones don't have them. But they'll all, like this has, I think it's like a dresser top doily. It's a vintage one for sure. There's a couple pieces of cool purple fabric in here. I've used this a couple times. I really like it. And there's a little purple trim that you can cut off and use on its own or leave it there. I left it on so you could choose what you want to do with it. But I've cut it off. I've cut the purple trim off and just used it by itself. And so that's the piece of fabric. And then this is the matching embroidery. Isn't that pretty? And you get a whole length of this. That's quite a bit. All purple embroidery. You can cut that up and use it for a lot of things throughout a purple journal. There is a purple and red and gold Christmas wreath. It's an ornament, or you can take that off and use it as any other thing you want. You could use it as a candle ring, but it is a little ornament. There's a gold Christmas angel that is handmade out of ribbon. Head is a little jingle bell. I was really thinking Christmassy on this one. This is a handmade Christmas tree ornament with lace as the layers.
Hello, Sandra Lou.
Hey, Sandy. Here is some purple ruffle. I'm not going to unfold it. It's a pain to try to get it folded back up, but a couple different shades of purple, a whole thing of ruffles. There's a doily, a white doily. And not everything is color-coded in all the boxes. I just happen to have some purple stuff. Cute little stamp of a decanter or a perfume bottle. I don't know. So tiny, it's hard to tell what they intended it to be. But you could use it as either. Not each, as either. Love this little pendant. This little ball changes colors as the light hits it. It has all the different, it's kind of iridescent. I don't know if that's really what it is, but there's something about it. It has purple and different shades and some other colors inside there. And when the light hits it, it changes colors. It's a really pretty pendant.
That's pretty.
Here is some purple and pink bling. You can use it like this. You can cut it in half and use it as trim, either purple or pink trim. You can also cut each one off individually. And so you've got a whole bunch of just individual little pieces of embellishment. Let me catch these over here before they're not on a stable surface. There they are. There is a bunch of charms. These are all metal charms. Flower, a couple of leaves. You know, you can also use these as stencils. Set them on your paper and then spray with any of your sprays, and you get the leaf on your paper. There's a gold flower. There's a tiny little hanger. Super cute. Snowflake. A key, and there's a heart. If you can see that, there's a heart in the top there. And then this is a black onyx charm, and it's a connector charm so that you can hang on both ends. Hang to it, hang from it. There's another key down here that also has a heart up to, I feel, to me, it's looking really dark in there. Is the color coming out okay? Can you see it?
I think so.
Okay, on my screen, it just looks really dark. And so you let me know if it is, and I'll adjust lighting. There's a couple of wooden snowman buttons. Those are super cute. Here is a little embroidery patch. Oh, there's 3 wooden snowman buttons. And there's more charms down here. There's a different snowflake. So snowflakes of different sizes. Oh, this one's pretty. The little peridot connector charm. They're kind of clear so that you can see through them, but you see the color. Love this. These are, I'm going to take it out of the cellophane because the glare is so bad. These are alloy pins. These are hat pins. You see that? They're all hat pins. And they are in teal and green. Teal and, what do you call that? Mint. Teal and mint green. The dress form, the button, a spool of thread, a vintage sewing machine, and the cameo. So you get all 5 on the card of the hat pins. Those are fun on journals. And then the dresser top doily. It's not crocheted. It's made out of eyelet and sewn together. So it could be taken apart if you wanted to, but I thought this down the middle would be really pretty on a spine of a journal, and that coming around the front, and the same thing coming around the back, that you could get a good 2.5 inch, well, if you wanted to, a 3-inch spine, but a good 2-inch spine, and have that centered right down the middle would be super pretty. So all of that is in this box. I really tried to pack them as full as possible. Okay.
That's a nice box. Nice box full of goodies.
Thank you. I tried to put in them things that I would use the goodies, hoping that means other people would use the goodies, and I tried to pack them as full as I could. Let's see. My mom was watching me pack some of them a couple of weeks ago. I'm holding them down and putting lids on them, and she's like, "Are you sure you can get all that in there?" Yeah, and then when they settle, I can probably get more. It pops up, but I'll put a rubber band around it if I have to. So that's the purple one, the teal one. These are all going to be different because most of those things are one of a kind. There is a linen napkin that has a really pretty design on it. I know you can't see these on camera. You never can. But you know how the linen napkins are. Of course, it could use a good pressing, but those are pretty. Here is a really pretty pink. I don't know. I want to say crochet, but I don't know that it is even crochet. What do you think?
That one looks like it's knit.
Knit. Okay. So it's a knit trim.
Just a second here. Let me look.
There's only one seam here so it could be picked right off of that pink. Does that help to get it closer to tell? Yeah, I guess because it's kind of woven.
It looks knit. Or maybe it's a tiny crochet.
But I don't know how you'd crochet this woven stuff, but you could knit. I don't know. Either way,
I can't tell.
It's knit or crocheted or woven or something. Here is a beautiful piece of one of my favorite color blues lace. Here is a very, very old linen. I don't think it was a handkerchief. I think it was probably a napkin. That's what I think. Here is a probably cross stitch ornament that says holiday greetings. That was handmade, not mine. I did pick up a whole bunch of Christmas stuff, old ornaments and things from an estate sale. So a few of them are scattered throughout. Here's a stamp of a jar, but it's a teeny tiny one. I have 3 or 4 stamps of big ones. This one's super cute. The teeny tiny jar. Here's an acrylic ornament with a snowflake on it. Very pretty with the lights. I have some like similar to that, and they pick up the lights through the acrylic. A handmade angel made out of ribbon with the Jingle Bell as the head. Some trim or bling, and this is turquoise and purple. That over there. There's a couple of the metal leaf charms. There's a little stamp of the milk carton and with glasses, super cute. Here is a pack of brads. I love these brads. These brads are metal. Let's see if we can get just one over here without having to open them. They're metal and they are postage stamps. So they have the postage stamp edge. I don't know if that's going to show at all, but they have that rough postage stamp edge on all of them. Here's one that says 74, is it 74 cents? Oh, 74 postage. So it's 74 cents postage. There we go. Got a good picture right there. And I love these because they're just silver metal. This one says love. And so you can change the color of them completely or parts and pieces of them with alcohol ink, with alcohol markers, with mousse. A little bit of the Nouveau mousse and rub it where you want it, or take the alcohol marker and you can color in things. Super fun. You can change them up however you want. So there's a little baggie full of those. Here is a diamond-shaped peridot double hang charm. Some other charms in here. There's a vintage shaped key and flower. There's a gold flower. Ooh, here's a rose gold key. I like rose gold. That's one of my favorites. There is a gold leaf and the black onyx connector charm. And here is a blue vintage cameo with rhinestones all the way around it. It's really pretty. And here is a Tree of Life brooch. Sometimes I take those completely off and use them on something. Sometimes I'll pin them on the front of a journal, and then the recipient can take it off and use it as a brooch if they want. You could also turn it into a necklace if you wanted it to be a pendant. Kind of large for me, but and then there is a set of the hat pins with the sewing things on them, the dress form and those, same as the previous one. And a doily, a white doily. Okay, so that is the pink box. Let's see. Lots of stuff. So hopefully you're remembering what is in what box. Those two so far have had a lot of similarities, but there are some things that are different in each one. And I can leave the lids off, although it's not going to make any difference because everything's packed down in, and then there's a lace or something on top to protect it all. So, okay, so that's the pink one. I'm sorry, that's the teal one. Did I say pink? Sorry, Candy, if I did. That was the teal one. And then this is the pink one. See if I can do these faster. Starts off with a doily. Ooh, oh, I love this one. This is a really nice piece of lace with some individual things that could be cut out, but I love the trim on it. Look at that gorgeous trim that you could cut off and use. And the other end has a completely different kind of trim. That one is really pretty. Some bling trim, and this one is yellow gold and green. Oh, this one's got the cute little crocheted basket. Remember how they used to, I think we crocheted those. I remember doing some. And then, what was it? Starch. It wasn't starch. It was something else. We put them in to make them stiff. That's what they did to this one. So it's like a crocheted basket made stiff. And a nice piece of pink lace that fits perfectly into that basket. Here's another handmade angel with ribbon. All three of them have been completely different colors. Here's a little stamp. This one says, "Oh, happy day." Here's a vintage snowman pin. Here is a stamp with a couple of little flowers. All right, keys, some charms. There are some green teeny tiny clothespins, a couple of solid and a couple of chevron, the green peridot, the metal leaf charms. There's a flower charm. There's a black onyx charm. Oh, I did have enough of these to put one of all three. That was one of my favorite things, and I couldn't remember if I had enough to put one in all three of them. And on the bottom here is a really cool piece of white. It's doubled. I'm not going to open it all the way up because you can see it. It's like embroidered, and you could cut it up and use parts and pieces of it. Wait a minute, that's the back. No wonder that looks funky. I guess I'll have to open it up so you can see the front. There we go. That looks better. I'm like, that's not what it looked like before. There, it's got the cool embroidery all over it. Cuts easily at any spot to use a flower or just a little bit as a decor on something. So that is the pink box. Okay, so we'll put all three of these boxes in purple, teal, and pink. There is only one of each, and we'll do them at $15 each. Does that sound reasonable?
Okay, that's in, ladies.
All right, I gotta see if I can get Doug to bring down the medicine. Oh.
Hello, Edna.
Hi, Edna. Welcome, welcome. I messaged her and woke her up. Sorry, Edna, if you needed to still sleep. No interest in these?
Nope. Those are all available.
All right. Purses going back here. Well, some of you were here a couple of, well, maybe it was last week when I pulled out some of them and showed you some of the tins and boxes that would be coming out. Are there specific ones that you saw that you are interested in? Because I don't want to keep pulling out things that nobody's interested in. Oh, good for you, Edna. We probably all need to sleep all day, don't we? How about the basket with the lid? The lid does close, but it doesn't close because I put so many stamps in it. It's attached with a leather strap. It's a woven basket. It is raw, so you could paint it or stain it or leave it, whatever you want. It is full of stamps. I mean, just full of stamps. That's all it is in there. There's a little penguin. There's a couple of champagne glasses. Oh, hang on. Let me go to the stairs and get this from Doug. So he doesn't have to come down the stairs. Okay. Let's see what else is in there. Stars in the sky. Oh, baby. There's a party hat I can see. Do you want me to dump them all out and show you what all the stamps are? I'm not even sure what that is. I might have to stamp it to see. Thanks a bunch. A snail. A lot of those are Stampin' Up. I picked them up at an estate sale, but most of them are brand new, have never even been stamped. No ink on them. Pitter patter. Oh, this is a really pretty ribbon. Small ribbon. Do you want me to, what do you guys think? Do I need to dump them out and show you all the stamps, or is there even any interest in the basket with the stamps? If there's no interest in the basket with the stamps, then we'll just go right on. Is anybody interested in baskets?
Gigi, you can take the stamps off the wood.
Yeah, I'm in the process of doing that on mine because I have a billion of them and I don't have anywhere to store them. So I'm just unmounting them. Some of them just pull right off easily, which I love. Some of them don't. I haven't tried. The next thing I'm going to try is putting a little undo on the edge and see how that, I've not tried that, but I want to see if that goes really easily. Some people put them in the microwave for 10 seconds. These are really small. So I think if I did that, I would put a bunch of them in and put them for 10 seconds because I don't want to burn it.
Then if they have enough sticky on them, you can put them on an acetate sheet and then put them in a page protector.
Oh, that's
and then
a good idea.
Page protector and a little 3-ring binder.
That's a good idea. I hadn't even thought about that. That's a really good idea. But I saved the wood because I use the wood for other things. Like all of these are from unmounted stamps. All my letter blocks. I have a couple sets, different sizes. They are all from unmounted stamps. Undo works great on them. Oh, cool. I'm stoked to know that, Margie. All right, so if there's no interest in this one, then we will just not even take time with that. Tell you what, I'm going to put the tins up here, and you tell me if there's even interest in seeing what's in them, if there's any interest in the tin itself. Any interest in the double mint gum or the heart tins? There's a pink heart tin with the ribbon, and there's the blue and gold heart tin.
Brighton, is that Brighton like the name of the purse, Brighton?
Yes, it is.
Sandy says she's interested in B.
Made in China exclusively for Brighton. Interested in
Brighton
B.
purses are really expensive.
Are they? Maybe that's why I'm not familiar with them.
Really expensive, yes.
Mm.
And their signature usually is a heart, a metal heart on them.
Oh, that's cool. So it's hanging. A metal heart is hanging on with the hardware.
It's hanging on it. It might be the clasp. I think the one I have, and believe me, I did not spend $400 for the purse. I found it at a Goodwill for $9, but it's a Brighton.
You scored. That's amazing.
I did big time. But Brightons are around $200 to $400 for a Brighton purse.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, this is the breast cancer ribbon. It says breast cancer makes you realize that all women are vulnerable to the disease, but we are fighting back. Due to research and early detection, the number of survivors is 2 million strong and growing. Breast cancer is a terrible disease that touches everyone's lives. Each of us knows someone, friend, relative, or dearest loved one who has been affected. Because of your support, you're helping those on the journey to find a cure. So it was probably something that they created as a special event for breast cancer and sold for breast cancer awareness and sold. You all know people that have survived breast cancer. So, hi, Debbie.
Yep.
If you don't know, okay, there's a pretty piece of, it's satin, I believe, but it's got things woven in it. Like there's a flower, and I like the wavy kind of things. It's like wavy like sand or wavy like cool rocks after many, many years. It's just an off-cut piece. It's not a big, it needed to be something small that would fit in the heart. In here, there's some teeny tiny yo-yos and a really pretty lace yo-yo that's a little bit larger. There's some vintage tags. These tags, they're brand new, but they're vintage, and they're actually from JCPenney back in the 60s. And another little purple yo-yo. There's a whole bunch of lace. Here's a bunch of gold trim. I have to open it a little bit because you have to see it's not a single one. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands that are kind of woven together and then put in an S shape back and forth. That's a pretty trim. There is a couple of handmade quilted hearts.
Wow, you got a lot in that box.
Yeah, it's amazing how much I got in the little tiny box. Look at this. I'm like, wow. Where are all the little teeny tiny things? Yeah, look at these teeny tiny flowers. These are crocheted flowers. Teeny tiny crocheted flowers. Little silver bling clothespin. Some little red bling trim. Some of the leaf. What are they? Charms, red. Let's see. Oh, I love these little hearts. These are purple, and they have a little bling stripe right across them, like from side to side, or from diagonally, not across, diagonally. And here's a couple of gold ones that are the same. There is a couple of butterflies, a pink and a mint green butterfly. Here's a couple of connector charms in gorgeous colors. I found all the teeny tiny or flat things. Here's a gold medal with a postage stamp in the center, and it is covered. It looks like glossy accents, but it's not. It's I don't even know, whatever they use from the company, but it's a paper clip. More charms. It's a pretty bow charm. Tiny key. My favorite teeny tiny jingle bells. Teeny tiny jingle bells. Some teeny tiny, oops, I just dumped them all out with a piece of fabric. Teeny tiny dragonflies and butterflies.
Wow.
Love these and they are actually charms. They have holes so that you can put your line through them. 2 butterflies, 2 dragonflies, and another connector charm. Oh, there was that was just a sequin. Okay, so all of that's inside that one. Brighton is similar but different colors. There's black lace on that one. All different. Like here's a tiny star that has the clip on it, so you could put it on the top of a tiny tree, or you could put it on a gift box. Charms. There's numbers. There is the butterflies and dragonflies in there, and some of those hearts. There's some hand crocheted flowers. There's some of the little quilted hearts and some keys. So very similar, but like the postage stamp is going to be different on that. The butterflies might be a different color. This bling is a different color, but very, very similar on those. Gigi's mom is a survivor. That's awesome. Debbie is a survivor. I am a survivor. Who
2
else?
times.
That's right. Debbie's a survivor 2 times. I'm a survivor 2 types of cancer at the same time, stage 4.
Oh.
That'd be easier than having to go through it twice. My hat is off to you, Debbie. It is miserable enough once. All right. Now the question is, can I get it all back in?
How much for the tins?
I think I would be okay with 8 on these tins. On the 2 hearts.
What about the Wrigley?
The Wrigley's, let's look and see what's in it. You get all the little teeny tinies in here. I had to make sure they closed completely because I don't want that stuff falling out all over the place. Okay, the Wrigley's, maybe I need to move it up like that. There we go. This one has a length of lace on the top to protect it. There is a tiny punch that it's a mustache, tiny mustache punch. We're coming up to November. A tiny stamp of a flower, brand new. Ooh, medals. I love medals. They're silver, but again, doesn't matter. You can change their color. Here is a wooden dog ornament. There's a hole in the top for the string. Some vintage wings. Another one of the paper clips. Small piece of black lace. There is one of the largest, this was the largest one we had, the vials of metal stars, white and gold beads, and then the pearls and the gold are metal as well. There's some charms, the key, a couple of flowers, a couple of connector in different colors. There's tiny butterflies and dragonflies down there in that one. And then it is lined with a green and white embroidered doily, very old. Very, very old. I think I'd be okay with 8 for that one too. So all 3 of them, maybe.
Congratulations, all the survivors out there.
Yes.
Okay, that's in, ladies.
Shelby, 2 times, 10 years apart. Debbie, how far apart was yours?
2 years apart.
Years? Yeah. Wow, Shelby. Hats off to you. Congratulations. Hi, Karen. Hi, Karen. Hey, Karen, tomorrow night is old books and movie ephemera. So stop in tomorrow if you can. And all of this week, the sales are earlier, and maybe that's what's throwing people off. All this week, they are 5 to 8 Mountain Time. Where usually it's like 6 o'clock. So Glennis's husband is a survivor. Yeah, some people don't know that men actually get breast cancer. I knew a number of men. Congratulations to Tom, Glennis. That's amazing. And Kathy, your sister. Wow.
Okay, Sandy will take B and Candy will take C.
You got it. Sandy. F. Thank you, Sandy. And Candy gets the Brighton. Thank you, Candy. And then the double mint gum is still
Available.
Okay, put that one right there. All right, somebody said the bee boxes. I think I saw earlier. Get out the 2 bee boxes. There are 2 bee boxes, kind of a medium and a large. We'll just call them small and large just to identify them. The boxes are exactly the same. The bees are embossed and glossy. That's kind of cool. The insides might not be the same, but the box is the same. They're just different sizes. So first will be the small box. Let's see what's in the small box. This one is lined with a peach colored lace. And, oh, I love this. Somewhere there's another one of these because I remember having 2 of them. This is, which side? Make sure I get the right side. This is a basket of flowers.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? So you could cut it apart and use the flowers if you wanted, but it's in perfect condition. And I know it's vintage, but it's in mint condition, so you could actually use it. That's very pretty. Okay, here is a pack of brads, and the brads are in there, but these flowers are brad jackets. So they don't have to be used together. You could take them apart and use them with different brads, and you could use these brads by themselves, but they're white, so you could change their color easily too if you wanted to. A roll of fall washi tape, leaves, not flowers. A dimensional fall sticker, Be Grateful. Here is some trim on velvet ribbon. These are glass beads, and the bottom bead is wrapped in wire. So there's a length of that.
Karen wants to know if you'll be around tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Wednesday. I think I will. I love this.
That's pretty.
I want a whole large piece of this. Isn't that gorgeous? This embroidery, it's just like tulle, but this embroidery is so, so pretty. And sequins, it's just, yeah, that's really pretty. And that's the only, at least that I could find, that's the only size piece that I had. That's why it's a small piece. I had to put more in there. There's a fall leaf stamp. What?
Oh, Margie.
Oh, what'd she
gives
say?
me the giggles. The yellow bee jackets.
Oh, the yellow bee jackets.
Yes.
A Christmas ornament of a little girl mouse in a little dress. She's cute. Here's a little stamp that says, I'm so proud of you. Here are a couple of fall pumpkin dimensional stickers. Here is some, it's not burlap, it's like twine that's woven together and turned into a trim. I really like this. Debbie, I was going to ask if you had anything like this for your blue tags. There was one of them that I thought, ooh, that'd be really cool on it.
I don't think I have that one.
But something similar, maybe?
Something a little close. to that. I'll have to look again.
Doily. Check. Yeah, white doily. Oh, here's one of those embroidered. There it is. Embroidered appliques. Some charms down here. There's a teeny tiny key down there somewhere. I can see it. Little teeny tiny key. I thought I heard something else. Oh, here's another one of those. Okay. All wrapped up in the peach colored, peach apricot, not sure, whatever you want to call it, lace. So that is the small box.
How much is the small box?
Give me a minute to add these up as I
Sure.
come back in.
Sure.
Let me open the big box first.
Okay.
What's in there, because I want them to be in proportion. Okay, the big box, the big B box, large B box, big B box, whatever you want to call it, also has the peach lace. And this has a length of the double lace that can be cut apart into two. There's a long length of that. Here is a washi that says, "Be thankful." There is a dimensional sticker. "I will praise God's name in song and glorify him with thanksgiving." That's Psalm 69. Ooh, I like these. Dimensional pumpkin stickers. Here is some of the trim in fall colors, green and gold. Here is some Halloween twine, some purple or fall twine, purple and brown. This is one of the things that came in that estate sale with some of the vintage Christmas ornaments.
Tell me what color those twines were again.
The twines are orange and brown.
Okay.
Like pumpkin orange. Yeah, pumpkin orange.
Well, you said purple, and
Did
so yeah, and so I thought, okay, we got to talk about your lighting.
No, we just got to talk about your brain. Sorry, thank you, Debbie.
I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Orange and chocolate.
Okay, got it. And it really does look like orange and chocolate from here.
Yeah, it actually is. This looks like a handmade mouse with the Jingle Bell ornament. Oh my goodness. Did I really say purple? I'm totally going to have to listen to that. Here is another one of those crocheted appliques, if I can figure out which side is the right side. Oh, I love this. An Old Navy boot that is a keychain. Isn't that cute?
What do they call those? Mugs? Hugs?
Uggs.
Uggs. I was close.
I couldn't think of it for a minute, so I didn't say Uggs. 2 stamps. This one says hand stamped by, and this one is a tiny little house. There is a length of the trim in this one as well. The glass beads and the wire wrapped. There is a white doily. There is some of the burlap trim. Oh, this was pretty. This is another one, like a dresser topper that they would have made out of eyelet fabric. And then look at this pretty little trim that they sewed around the edge. It's very delicate, pretty little trim. It kind of looks like a baby bib or a burp rag, but it's not. Here's another piece of that, whatever we decided it was, crocheted, knitted, tatted. I don't know.
I can't tell.
But it's pretty. I don't know, but I think it's pretty. And in the bottom, let's see, might be easier to do that. There is keys and metal letter charms and some connector charms. and some flowers down there. Okay. I would be okay doing the large box for 12 and the small box for 10.
For 10?
Yes. I like that little, that's very cute. You could give that to somebody as their Christmas stocking and stuff it full of something. You've seen those great big giant stockings? This is the miniature. The teeniest, tiniest stocking in the world.
Hi, Christy.
Hey, Christy. We're just glad you're here. Late or not. Oh, there's another letter charm. Late or not, we're just glad you are here. And the mouse on top.
Okay, Gigi will take B, the large B box.
You got it. Thank you,
And
Gigi.
A is available.
Large B box goes to Gigi. Okay. Okay, so the small B box is still available. Well, Christy, we got kind of a slow start because there wasn't very many of us here. So you can go back and watch the first hour because there's a lot still available. Let's see. Let's do the blue and brown wavy box. And the Kate Spade Hat Box. And let's do the basket with no lid. We'll do all three of these at the same time. Okay. Get our fine tray out here. The basket with no lid looks like this. I'm not sure if these are leather or not. The more I look at them, the more I think they're probably not. But I'm actually still not positive. They might be. They might be leather. I don't know. I just don't want to promise that they are. It's obviously handmade. It's really very cool. And it has some feathers. Thought I saw, yep, one of them fell out when I was bringing it over here. The air conditioner blew it out. Feathers that are given to you by Penelope and Miss Blue. Here is, got the right side, or is there a right side? Really nice crochet edging. There's a stamp set that says, "The true spirit of Christmas is love." And each word is individual so that you could use them separately if you wanted. And the star with the swirls is all separate there. There's a couple of buttons that are still on their fabrics. Here is a pack of ribbon with the, what are they called? Not steering wheel. They actually do have another name on the boat. When I put them down here, they look like snowflakes to me. Bring them up and you can tell that they're actually the, I forget what it's called, steering wheel off the boat. Here is a large vial of beads. These are the metal hearts and the metal gold and then pearls and then the teeny tiny glass white and gold beads. There is a vintage mirror compact there. There is a small picture frame. I'm in the middle of a picture frame similar to this. As long as it's metal, it'll work. It doesn't even matter what color it is. But you know that you can change these with alcohol ink and or with your mousse. If you have alcohol inks that we've had at our sales, but you don't have alcohol markers, don't worry, it's okay. Get a little piece of glass or a piece of acrylic like that you set your brayer on, and you can put a few drops on that, and you can use a brush and take that brush and get into where you want with that alcohol ink. It doesn't have to actually come out of a marker. It's the same ink. So I'm taking one that was a really ugly vintage pink color, but I liked the frame, and completely redoing it with alcohol inks. And I'll show it to you when I get it done, and hoping that it looks really cool, that I like it anyway. Here's some of those vintage tags. These are from JCPenney's back in the 60s. These size 8 tags are actually little stickers. So, you know, Tim Holtz likes to put numbers on all his stuff. Those are really great. Here's a length of the trim with the glass beads and metal beads between the glass beads. I don't think I said that. Those are metal. And then the last one is wire wrapped. So there's a length of that. There is a group of metal rimmed tags. Oh, here is a little pendant or charm. It is, what is that, mother of pearl? Mother of pearl bird in silver. And a precious little owl. The owl is a pin, and he is all metal and has all different kinds of iridescent stones all over his body. He's really cool too, sitting on a little branch. And the basket itself is lined in fabric. And so that's the basket without a lid. The other one's the basket with the lid. That's what's in that one. And those. Okay. Kate Spade Hat Box. It's just like the hat boxes. It's just mini. You can see it's about the size of my palm. It says Kate Spade, New York on top. Top is purple with the gold trim. The bottom is red. So it has red lace lining it. There's a white doily. Oh, the little gold polka dots on the inside. Those are cute. Some gold snowflakes. These are plastic. You can change the color of them if you want with markers or inks. And you could use them like this, but they come like this. I cut them apart and use them individually. They're intended for you to just be able to, it's like pearls where they have a little thread between them. You can just cut them apart easily. The length of that. If you don't use this as a trim like that, because honestly, I haven't yet used it like that. But what I have done is taken individual dangles, individual ones of these dangles, and used the individual dangle, because the dangles are really cool. They're glass beads and the wire wrap. I don't know, I guess I could do that across the bottom of a book or something. But I like the individual dangles. There are some teeny tiny crocheted flowers. There's some metal leaves that are charms. These two are paper clips. Again, because they're metal, you can change their colors, or you can decoupage or paint, or with alcohol inks, you can make a design or picture on them, that open spot. Charms. Let's see what else. There's some red lace trim. Oh, there's teeny tiny jingle bells. I'm just going to dump that out. I can't get down in there to get it. There's a little red quilted heart. There's a couple of medals that you could use on books or other projects. There's teeny tiny butterfly charms. You can put your wire right through it. Teeny tiny jingle bell charms. There's the connector colors. There's a gold with rhinestone bow. There's one of the little angel with the lobster claw on top. Anything else that we didn't? Yeah, a couple of dragonflies, a couple of butterflies, a couple of each. Okay, so that's what's in Kate Spade. Let's see if we get that all back in. I thought about just putting the box out there and just putting a price on the box, but I know Sharon likes the blind grab bag like that. I always want to see what's inside. So I can't help but, I know it's kind of long and laborious. I apologize for that, but I can't help but to go through them to show you because I always want to know before I buy something what's inside it. In that regard, I'm not a surprise kind of gal. Okay, that's the Kate Spade. So some of these, the containers have greater value than others. Some of them, the insides might have greater value than others. Some of the containers I paid a little more for because they were really cool containers and I knew we'd like them, but it's always more fun to get a container when it has stuff in it, I think. Okay, and the third one is the brown and blue wavy box. And this is a box that will stand upright, so you could store small stamps. You could store some embossing folders in there if you don't have a whole bunch. You could store some cards that you make that are ready to send out. This has a really pretty piece of black and taupe lace. I really love that lace. That lines it. There are some cutout tags, Christmas tags right there. This is, they call it glitter, but it's really like table scatter, or you can put it in envelopes and things when you send things. They're bronze reindeers. There's some fussy cut Santas. There is a Christmas ornament that is a stagecoach. A piece of vintage lace. This is really old. Look how pretty that is. You can tell the design. You can tell by the design how old it is. And look at the edge. The designs are all different now, done by machine, more so than they were. They were designed by hand before, but that's super old. Some of the bling trim in blue and purple. There are some Christmas toothpicks that you can stick in. Some of them say cheer, and some of them are blank, like for you to write a label. I'm going to pull this whole thing out. I managed to get quite a bit down in there, and I will never get my hand down in to pull it all out. Tiny clothespin, paper clip, piece of gray lace. There's a stamp that is the vintage pocket watch. That's a brand new one. Some of the twine trim. There's a little stamp that is a reindeer. Oh, another pack of those. They're postage stamp brads. They're metal. So again, you can use alcohol ink or mousse or something on them. Some charms. I know there's some more down there as well. Some teeny tiny crocheted flowers. There's some more lace. There's a little hand with a heart on it, like a helping hand stamp. There's the key. A connector. A couple of connectors. Okay. And this one, look how pretty this one is. It is square. I don't know. I looked at this and I went, oh, 4, cool. The 4 different things I can do, but I couldn't even bear to cut it apart. Margie's gotten to me. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. I couldn't cut it apart, so I had to put it in here. So if somebody else can, they can use it. Or if you keep it and use it like this, that would be okay too. That's really, really pretty. Okay, so that is the blue and brown wavy box. Let's see if I can get this all back in to that box. So let's put the blue and brown wavy box at 8. The Kate Spade Hat Box and the basket without a lid both at 10. I think they had more high value things in them.
That's in, ladies.
You know, you always get a better deal when you buy them like this. Because if I took the things out and we parted them out and sold things individually, it would be way more. Because even at, like a buck a piece, you can have this for $1, that for $1. If there's 15 things in there, there's $15. And most of these have more. And charms, if they were 2 or 3 for $1. So you're always getting a better deal when you buy them.
Sorry.
That's okay. Always get a better deal when you buy them in a bulk thing like that.
Amazon is here.
What's here?
Amazon.
Oh, sweet. That was so fast. You just ordered today. Ship's wheel. Ship's wheel. Okay. That's what it is. Thank you. Ship's wheel. We do like some surprises, don't we, Margie? The surprise I don't like is buying something and not knowing what's in it. I just want to know. I want to know what I'm getting. I don't want to be disappointed later. That's why I always end up showing you.
It's not here.
Are you kidding?
No, it was Amazon, but it was saying that it will arrive.
Oh. Well, at least they're telling you we know it's late, but it'll still arrive today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I'm still impressed it'll arrive today though.
Candy will take C.
You got it. Thank you, Candy. I see some extra room in the basket. I'm going to have to pad a few things in there, Candy. Hope you don't mind. Basket without lid.
More feathers.
Okay. You got it. I can give you more feathers.
Okay, A and B are available.
That would be super cute, Margie. That would be super cute. 10. I'm going to make a note just so I don't forget. Add feathers. You got it, Candy. I'll give you more feathers. I give you more feathers. Okay. Okay, let's do the penguin tin and the reindeer tin. The penguin tin starts out with red lace, folded so carefully so I could get the lid on. Some of the gold snowflakes to cut apart and use. There is some lace trim. This is a thin lace. Some of the red bling that you can use as a strip, or you can cut them apart individually.
You're a little bit blurry.
Okay, I'll pick up. Come on, focus, focus, focus.
There you go.
There we go. I'll do this. I'll bring this back right here. Give us something to focus on and it'll be okay. Okay. Then there is a whole bunch of charms. There's some metal letter charms, music. There's a key and a lock, flowers, more letters, 3 of them there, hearts. There's a little crown charm that says princess. Another heart, different kind. Here's the tiny hanger.
Cute.
Music. And there's 3 teeny tiny dragonflies and 3 teeny tiny butterflies charms in there. And let's see. Let's not squish our snowflakes. Okay, so that is the penguin tin. And the reindeer tin says Merry Christmas with the red cardinals. Also has red, probably very similar, maybe not. The red lace, it's got the red bling. It's got snowman wooden buttons. This one has metal words. These are metal Christmas words. They have sticky on the back, but you know how I feel about that. Put your own sticky on it because it won't last. Paper clips, lots of charms in here. Oh, here's the second one. There was only 2 of that super cool pendant that has all the colors in it that the light catches, shades of purple and silver and stuff. Another paper clip. There's a ton of charms down here. Christmas trees and the tiny butterflies. There's tiny key. There's some of the double end ones, the connector ones. What's that? Teeny tiny snowflake charms. Some of the leaves. I'm not going to pull all of those out. This one, a stamp set that says save the date. That's an ampersand sign. And there's some letter charms, snowflake, angel, some of the tiny hand crocheted flowers. There's a bunch of the metal letters down there. Gifts, Santa, holidays. Here's some gift tags. There's a few more of those on the bottom. I think there's 3 different sizes. These are vintage jingle bells. You can tell when you look at them. You can see that they're old, look really cool. There's a red and a green, and they're both vintage. So there's Jingle Bell charm. There's a bunch of charms down here. I'm just not pulling them all out. Another Christmas tree. There's a stocking stuffed with stuff. Snowflakes. Santa Claus head. The teeny tiny jingle bells. Yeah, full of charms. So this one's heavy on the charms if you like or need charms. So let's do the penguin tin and the reindeer tin at $8 each.
That's in, ladies.
Teeny tiny hat box. I made a teeny tiny hat. Yeah, that would be adorable. Would be super cute.
Kathy Lake will take B.
Thank you, Kathy.
And Christy will take A.
And thank you, Christy. Okay. This is a Christmas tin. This will be the Christmas tree tin. And this is, and this is
that was not my list.
Nope, we didn't get to that one yet. And this one is the Christmas mug, which obviously does not have a lid. So let's look at that one first. The Christmas mug. I like tall mugs. I don't like little tiny mugs that don't give you very much. The hot chocolate, I want it in a great big mug. So this is one of those big tall ones, and it's lined with a really pretty piece of taupe and cream lace trim. And this, well, I can't get to that yet. Let's see what comes out first. Here is a vintage hand stitched bookmark with felt on the back. Joy, joy, joy. And there is part of all the vintage Christmas ornaments I got at the estate sale, a vintage nutcracker. And love this. A handmade Christmas ornament, Smurfette. Isn't she cute? Love the blue face. Don't hold your breath. Okay, talk about artistry. And this is actually signed by the artist, was made in 93. This is a Santa Claus. It's his hand. But can you see what he's made out of?
Is it a piece of driftwood?
Yeah, exactly. She just found a piece of driftwood and painted this Santa on. Isn't that cool?
Wow.
Yeah, what a great idea. I looked at that and went, wow. Now it suddenly gives me all kinds of ideas. I think that was brilliant. And there's a hook in it. You might want to make the hanger longer, maybe not. But there's a hanger that you can hang right there. Okay, get the mug. There's a little stamp that is a tiny little bear. There is just some Christmas baubles and some little crocheted flowers. The snowmen that are wooden buttons. Lots of charms again. A couple of keys. Leaves in gray and silver and rose gold and gold. Angel. Snowflakes of different sizes and styles. There's another key. Flowers in different colors. Christmas tree. What's that? A snowman. The teeny tiny butterfly. And looks like that's it. Make sure I'm missing those little charms down there. So this has got a lot of charms and vintage Christmas ornaments. Let's put those in the bottom. Okay, so that will be the Christmas mug. That will be B. And A is the Christmas tree tin. Christmas tree tin is so full. It has so much stuff in it. So get ready for this. This is so pretty. It's a trivet. It's hand crocheted. It is 2 layers thick. You could take it apart and use both if you wanted, but I think this is so, so pretty. There is some tags, some glitter tags. A stamp of a house, brand new. Seen those, you know what they are. Metal, pearl, and glass. Some pom-pom trim for Christmas, red and green. This is a teeny tiny snowman ornament. I have a whole bunch of those little teeny tiny trees, and I like putting them in all the different rooms, and I always need little tiny ornaments to decorate them with. So that's why I love the little tiny ones. There's several of the little tiny apple ornaments. There's 4, I think 4 there. Here is a little wreath that has been hand crocheted. You could use that as an ornament on the tree. It's also they sewed a safety pin in so that it could be a pin to wear. This is a tiny little chapel. There's a tiny little ball. The vintage jingle bells. Tiny little present. These are wood. Those tiny little things are all wooden. A little horse. There's more there. Another present. That's not part of the wood. A wooden bottle. Always got to have babies around at Christmas, right? No, we don't. Okay, let me set those over there. This is acrylic. It's an acrylic ornament. There's not a hanger on it, but the hole is there. The tree in the woods in the winter with the smoke coming from it. The toothpicks. One says cheer and one is snowman and waiting for you to write something on it. 3 French hens in a stained glass look. More of the snowman buttons. Wow. These are snowflake ornaments and they have hangers on them already. Am I going out of screen? Do I keep doing that?
A little. Right now, you are.
Okay,
I can see
on. If I do that, I'll stay. I hate seeing half of something, so I'll try to stay better in screen there. So there's several of those. These are little sequin light bulbs. Aren't those cute?
Mm-hmm.
The metal words, and there's some foam. I was thinking about the foam the other night, and I forgot to pull it out because we had so much going on Saturday night. But these little foam things, you get these, they always pop up, seems from everywhere, but you can put these on the gel plate. Once you put the paint down, you can take all the little foam shapes and you can lay the foam shape on it and pick it up and to get the shapes in the paint so that you'll have it on your paper when you pick it up. Not just Christmas, but any of the shapes. These are little like icicle snowflakes, and they're like the gold ones where you cut them apart and use them separately. You can use them as a string if you wanted to. Some red velvet ribbons. Let's see. More charms and more metal words. A piece of red velvet. More charms. And more metal words. And more charms. And lined in, I don't think that's velvet. I think that's velour, but it's pretty color. There's a snowflake charm down there. And this last piece, I'm going to put that there so I can do that. This piece of fabric, it's a square.
Oh, a panel.
Yeah, like a pillow block. That says Christmas greetings. You could make it work on the front of a book, but that'd be a pretty pillow, wouldn't it? So red and the black, there's a tiny little gold trim in between them. And it's just a single panel. So that will all be in this tin. I just kept putting stuff in. I just couldn't believe how much I could keep getting in the tin. It just kept holding and holding and holding. So let's put the mug up for $5 B. And the Christmas tree tin A for $10.
Okay, ladies, that's in.
Okay. Oops. Don't forget the beautiful trivet. Hot pad. Or trivet and a hot pad, the same thing. Is that a matter of where you come from, of what they call it?
Glennis will take B. A is available.
You got it. Thank you, Glennis. Let's see. That is the Christmas mug. Okay. All right, here's two vintage tins. They are identical. One is small, one is large. But they have identical pictures. I'm sure that they were a set. They are very old. A little bit of rust here and there. Makes them very cool. I didn't intentionally rust anything that wasn't rusted. If it was rusted, I left it alone because it's cool, but I didn't make anything more rusty than it was. So,
What do you want to call these for candy?
Okay, let's call these the small little girl tin and the large little girl tin.
Thank you.
And A will be the small. Let's look at the small first. It's a really pretty piece of lace that this is wrapped. I got to get back out here. There we go. Let me get closer to the desk so I can make sure I stay in camera. Pretty piece of lace that this is all wrapped in. There's a piece of black lace in there. TLC, there's a couple of those. Some charms, green and gold bling trim. Crocheted doily. One of the large. This one has glass beads that are white, metal beads that are stars, pearls, and metal beads that are gold. Here's one of the embroidered appliques. Little mouse ornament. Let's see here. Little stamp in it says, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. And there's a safety pin in the middle. So you could use the oh baby and block out the safety pin if you wasn't for a baby, you know. The tiny embroidered flowers. Ooh, I didn't remember that there was a second piece of this. This is so pretty. Maybe that makes me wonder, was there a third? I don't remember. It's been a while since I did this. Here is a, it's a mauve colored, kind of a creamy mauve colored cameo with rhinestones around the outside. So let's see, some charms. There's a purple one. Glennis, Glennis, was that just right now?
Earlier today, but we just found out now.
Oh wow, I'm so sorry. It doesn't get any easier. Okay, put all of that back in. So on these two, obviously the greatest value is the vintage tin. I mean, if I were buying it, I would get it for the tin. The large little girl tin is lined with pink lace, has a yellow panel in it, and this, to me, obviously came from a little girl's dress. It's satin on the back. On the back, they're separate pieces. There's actually 3 separate pieces. The 2 pieces of the satin, and then 1 piece of the yellow lace laying over the top of it. And I just left it like that because there's a variety of ways you could use that. Here is a little cherub that is an ornament. Here is a corner stamp with a flower. That looks like it's probably been inked once. Here's a little mouse angel playing the saxophone. Some more of the vials of beads. There's the taupe and cream lace. Some of the green and gold edging. Let's see, there's a key charm. I'm sure there's more charms down there. I think almost everything got charms. Everybody said they liked charms. So this is a crocheted doily, but it would have been like a dresser top. So it's oval in shape. I used to have it when I was a teenager. I used to have these kind of things all over my dresser and all the surfaces in my bedroom. My grandma's made them. There is a handmade angel quilted. Cute. Oh, this is a gorgeous piece. This is like tulle with glittered flowers on it. Isn't that pretty?
Very pretty.
Even, I mean, I just wanted to keep even the half ones you can use in great ways. So I kept the piece exactly as I got it. So you get all the parts and pieces of it that you could. There is a mouse with Christmas presents. Okay, this is a crocheted. It might have been on something at one time. It kind of looks to me like some of the pillowcase edges that my grandma's did. Does that kind of remind you of that? I don't know. And it's almost the right width for that. But I remember having these kind of edges on pillowcases that my grandma's made for me. But beautiful. Nonetheless, whatever it was on. Hi, Cheryl. Here is a wooden ornament that is the mouse sleeping. JC made that in '83. And some of the tiny crocheted flowers, some more charms. We're down on the bottom there. Okay, so we have the small little girl tin and the large little girl tin. Oh, that's a really pretty piece. Okay, we're going to do the small little girl tin for 8 and the large little girl tin for 10.
That's in, ladies.
Yeah, those are cool tins. Oh, I wonder if there was more to the set. or if it
I
was
was
just
just going to ask. I was wondering if there was 3 and maybe they were like canisters.
Yeah, I mean, that seems like it would be the smallest one, so you have to wonder if there's a third or even 4 in the original set. They used to use tins like that as canisters for flour and sugar and things, didn't they? On the counter.
I think I remember seeing round ones. So yes, tins. Edna will take B.
You got it. Thank you, Edna.
Oh boy, I wrote B instead of Edna.
I do that all the time. Large little girl tin. Edna. Thank you, Edna. Okay, so the small little girl is available. We'll do that one next with this one because we're almost done, guys. Those of you who came in late, if you want to see a couple of first ones, we can pull those out. But we'll be done early tonight, unless there's something jumping out at me that I have to show you. But okay, so B are 2 jars. One will be the Santa Claus jar, and one is Winter Wonderland jar. But actually, that doesn't even matter. Just call them jars, Candy, because they're pretty much identical. So unless you have preference as to what topper you get, I guess somebody could choose the Santa Claus or the Winter Wonderland. But if they don't choose, then it'll just be random because they're identical. These are full of doily cutters. So if you like to use doilies and tiny little doily or embroidered or catted trim, but you don't like cutting up the big ones that you have, these are ones that were already falling apart. And so they are cutters. There's parts and pieces. So you get all different colors, all different styles, just tons of different ones. And they also have charms in them. Probably mostly Christmas charms. I don't remember specifically, but I'm going to say, because I see a Christmas tree and snowflake, another Christmas tree, a different kind of snowflake, Santa Claus, and a third kind of Christmas tree, because that's what I see right there. I'm going to say that they're probably mostly Christmas charms that I stuck down in there. Okay, so there are 2 B available. A is going to be the Boy and Girl on the Swing box. This is, I think, the largest box. Oh, there's one other. I should put that one with this one. There's one other that's a large box, but this is a really precious vintage box. And it is lined in red lace. And I'm going to take it out because there's a lot of stuff in here. There's some of the vintage Christmas ornaments I have put in here. This is a harp, a vintage harp. This is one of the vintage Christmas ornaments. The little Santa with the Christmas tree. This pack. There's some pom-poms in red and green. Oh, I really like this. This red is velvet. But the trim is just so pretty with the poinsettia on it and the eyelet. I just thought it was pretty with the velvet still there. So left it all together. Some of the beads. There's some of the gold snowflakes. Here is a vintage bird gift topper. You can also stick them in the tree because they're easy to clip to a branch, but they were originally gift toppers. Boy, that is old, but cool. Here is a vintage, what do you call it? The scale, vintage scale. A Christmas tree with the mice climbing up it all the way around. Looks like they're decorating it or hanging candy canes. Here are some foam shapes. That's a bear. Some teeny tiny Christmas things. There's a teeny tiny Christmas light bulb and a clothespin. And can you see? This is a button. Can you see how teeny tiny this button is? It's a teeny tiny little gingerbread man. Just didn't want to lose it, so I put it in there. And the tiny little bow that's purple. A gingerbread man, that was adorable. Some tiny apple ornaments and just some fun decor. There's a bunch of charms, reindeer, vintage ornaments, small ones, perfect for the small trees again. There's a metal ornament with the house. And the hanging thing down below, I think you could engrave something in that easily enough. Here's another metal one that says Merry Christmas. There's some wooden reindeer. Little foamy thing on him. That, is not going to stick anyway. So some glitter tags. Some snowman buttons that are wooden, some red velvet ribbons. Okay, here is a handmade heart ornament. When I feel it, it feels to me like it should be a pin cushion. So I have a pin cushion that is hanging on a little hook right near my desk, so I can always just stab things in. I think this would be perfect for that. And it's super cute, just out of fabric. It looks vintage. That's why it's super cute. Here is a vintage stocking. Tiny little stocking with the jingle bell on the toe. I see one of those little mice stuck in that. Tiny little decor. Let's see. There's some snowflakes and some snowflakes that made out of metal, some snowflake table scatter. There's snowflake, what is that? Probably plastic, sparkly, shiny. There's metal letter, metal words, joy. Can't tell what all the others are. That might be metal letter charms. Teeny tiny jingle bells. I'm sure saying teeny tiny a lot, aren't I? This is one of the vintage jingle bells. There's a Christmas tree, the little table scatters or glitters, whatever you want to call them. Here is, look at this. This was gorgeous. This is the top. This is a collar. I mean, it could use to be pressed, of course, but I didn't press it. But look how gorgeous that is. What a pretty collar. Even still has the original button on it. I thought that was cool. So that needed to go in one of these boxes. There's some of the metal words and some bling. And there's a lot of charms down here. Oh, some tiny Christmas socks. Little red Christmas socks. Those are cute. Another one of the small ornaments. Let's see. A large piece of red lace down there. Angels, flowers, the connector ones with the pretty colors. There's purple and an aqua. Charms of trees and flowers and snowflakes and Christmas trees are all in there. I'm not going to set those down. So then I have to pick them up. So I'm going to put them in there. So this entire basket full is in that one box. This makes it all. This collar makes the whole thing. And the heart. I love the heart. And it's a pretty cool box. It is what's that shape? Is it octagon shape? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Is that a hexagon shape? Or is that octagon shape? But
I think oct is 8. I think
it is 8. But for some reason, I'm thinking they call that octagon shape. But wouldn't that be hexagon? I don't know. Candy, straighten us out. I don't know. And you never hear of anything called pentagon shape, and that's 5. Penta is 5.
It's a polygon. It's a polygon.
It's polygon?
Yeah. Hexagon is 7.
Hexagon is 7. That's right. Okay. So this is polygon shape, and this has the boy and the girl on the swing. Okay. How much did I tell you on the jars?
You did not.
I did not. Okay. So the jars are going to be 8 each. Got lots more than that in doilies. And then the charms are just a bonus. And then this box that has the collar in it is going to be 14. Put those back in screen here. So there's 2 A's. 2 B's. 1 A, 2 B's.
Yeah. Oh wait, I was wrong. Margie's right. Hexagon is the 6. Heptagon is the 7. That's what it is.
Hept. That's right. I thought hexagon was 6. I said hexagon.
I was sitting there like, okay, what's yeah. That's been too many years, Marianne.
Yeah, I know. That's why I went to you, because I'm like, pentagon is 5, hexagon is 6. I don't remember what 7 is because you just never use 7, but octagon is 8. And but you don't ever 1, 2, 3. Oh, there is 6 in here. Okay. You just don't ever hear this referred to as a hexagon shape. I don't know why.
Okay, Sandy will take A.
Got it. Thank you, Sandy.
Reba will take B.
Hi, Reba.
And Edna will take B. No Santa.
No Santa. Edna gets Winter Wonderland then. Let's see. Let's see. Sandy gets A.
Right. Sandra Lou.
That always makes me laugh. I don't know why. Makes me think of Cindy Lou Who. And then Edna. 8 for a jar. And Reba. Reba gets the Santa jar.
Hello, Miss Rebecca.
How are you doing, Rebecca? I didn't see a lot of the people come in. Okay, let's see. I think we only have 3 left that we haven't shown. There might be some that were shown before you came in, some of you, but I think there's only 3 left that haven't been shown. So we'll just put up an ABC and we'll do all 3 of these. On the box was 14. Did you put 12 in, Debbie?
I put 14 on it.
Okay.
I believe. Just a second. Look. No, I put 14.
Okay.
And the jars were 8.
And the jars were 8. Perfect. That's what I said. Yeah.
Oh boy. Scary moment.
I know. Okay. This is the tin without a lid. And I still brought it out because I think it's a very cool tin. And there's a lot of things that you can use a tin without a lid for, especially when it's got these cool old world Santas. on it. I like old world Santas much more than current Santas.
Blurry.
Really? Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I just want to let you know when it is.
Thank you. No, I appreciate. Okay, did it come back?
No.
All right, then this is coming back because this always seems to, there we go. It's so fast in getting it to focus and it keeps it. So I'll just leave that there. Okay, the tin without a lid has some vintage things in it. I pulled it off screen so that I can pull them out to show you because there's just not enough room. There's a vintage Santa ornament. There is a little train ornament that looks like he just needs to be painted. Here is a brand new stamp of a little flower pot with a heart on it. Here is a miniature nativity scene. Here's a brand new stamp of mistletoe. I thought this was so cute. Obviously handmade with lace and a little bead. Look at that little angel on the bell. The bell is her body. It's super cute, and it's got the hanger already on it. Part of the vintage ornaments. Here's some vintage stuff that came in that same estate. This is a slide-a-bow maker. Ever seen one of those, Debbie?
No.
Me either. That means it's even older than we are. Slide-a-bow maker. Instructions on back. So you can make your own bows of any size with the slide-a-bow maker. And with it comes the vintage ribbon slitter. That's old. You put your ribbons through it, and it just slits them into perfect little shreds. Oh my goodness, I hear crutches coming down the stairs. Hi, honey.
Anything?
No, I'm okay.
Hey. All right.
We're almost done.
All right. I just want to know if you need anything.
Hi, Doug.
On the stairs.
Hello.
That's Debbie. He's doing really well making his way down the stairs on crutches. Look at him go.
Without a brace.
Where's your brace?
It's upstairs in the bed.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Honey, he told you when you're up, you have the brace on. Hey.
You can't leave yourself and get mad at me.
Don't be getting feisty now. You've been good. He must be feeling better. He's getting all feisty. Margie says hi. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, now he's getting feisty. You know he's feeling better. He's been such a good patient up till now. Teeny tiny yo-yos and a little larger yo-yo. Here is another one of the vintage nutcracker ornaments. Some of the taupe and cream. It's almost a peachy cream ribbon. I really like this. It's for a really large piece. Here's the other flowers in a basket. Yeah, that's the front side. The basket o' flowers. You see the flowers. The basket's down here. I knew there were two of those. There's a handful of the vintage tags. Let's see if I got them all. These are from JCPenney's back in the 60s. There's some Christmas ribbon. Okay, I had to stick this in there. I use this on my gel plate a lot or just on paper, and I spray it to just get a little bit of texture look. That's the visual texture. Here is a vintage Santa ornament. You could see it open. No, he's not. Oh, cute. Oh, look at that. Okay, so he's double-sided, and there is a slot there. So you could stuff him full of something and actually set him on a ledge, I'll bet. Cute. creative. This is a pretty piece of lace. Won't open that all the way. Here is a vintage ornament, handmade. Wreath with the tiny jingle bells. And let's see what's down in the bottom. There is postage stamps that are metal that are brads. I know I say it every time I see them, but as soon as I see them, I just want to grab my alcohol inks and change them. I mean, they're cute, but they're boring because they're all just silver, and they just really need some dimension and some color to them. So there's a metal Christmas ornament. Merry Christmas. That's part of the vintage Christmas ornaments. Here's some charms. More charms. Here's the rocking horse charm. Some red and white clothespins. Red, actually the red and then red, white chevron. The leaves in rose gold and gold. And I think there was a silver one already in my hand. Flowers and gold and silver. Tiny little keys. A little bit bigger key with the crown on it. Let's see, there we can see it there. A little rocking horse ornament. Again, part of the vintage ornaments. And all of that is in this lovely piece of black lace. So I'm going to see if I can set that back in here without having to pick up all the little charms again. Okay, that is the tin without a lid. I use tins without lids. I almost prefer when I get them without a lid because I take them off and use them without the lid, and then I don't know what to do with the lid. I don't want to throw it away because what if I want the lid? So I try to put them underneath them, and they don't all fit underneath. Oh, this is not going to go back in the way it was. So I have to put that big one in first. Anyway, the tin without the lid, I use them to hold paintbrushes and long tools like that in my studio a lot. Okay, I knew that wouldn't go down in there. Have to put that in first. Okay, so that is A, the tin without the lid. B is going to be the bunny egg tin. This one is very, very old. It's got a bunny on it for Easter, I presume. Shaped like an egg for Easter. It's a really cool tin. I remember seeing some like this when I was little, and you can tell it's almost kind of sort of rusting a little bit. But this one has, let me go up there like that, peach lace as a liner. And there's some green and gold trim. There's a tiny crystal. It's not tiny. It's about 2 inches. A crystal bell ornament. There's a little Christmas bear, and if you squeeze his back, his hand's open. So you can put him on something. You can put him on a limb of the Christmas tree, or you could put him on a gift tag or on a gift itself, or on a book page. Used to put him on, had some Santas like this, and I used to put him on the lampshades. There's some of the metal letter charms, some of the tiny embroidered flowers, some other charms, the leaves, the keys, flowers, more letters, the connectors. Oh, there's the teeny tiny jingle bells. They are teeny tiny. The colored connectors. And there's the tiny dragonfly, teeny tiny dragonfly charms. There's another one in there. I know there is. I heard it. There we go. Teeny tiny butterfly charm and dragonfly charm. And, oh, what's inside this egg? Okay. This is very old. It's an ornament, Christmas tree ornament, and it is the egg shaped. It's velvet on the outside with the trim, and it's got the little Christmas tree on the inside. No idea how old that is, but that's old. Probably as old as us. There's another key down there and another tiny butterfly. So that all goes into the egg, the bunny egg. Let's see, that one has to go in first. It can go in next, and it's okay if it comes up over the edge, because it's got a rounded top. So yeah, this one is probably another one of those that you're going for the tin, not specifically the stuff inside, because that's not so rare, but the tin is pretty cool. I'm afraid to push one end and have the other end go flying open and stuff flying everywhere. I can't remember how it closed easily last time. There we go. Okay, and C is a teeny tiny tin. I can't take that away because it looks like we're having trouble focusing again. That'll help us. A teeny tiny tin with the clear lid. Piece of velvet. Nope, that's velour, not velvet. Lining this one. And inside it is a length of the ribbon that you can cut in half to have two. A nice length of that, and a whole bunch of charms. There's some tiny blings in an apricot color. There's some little like glass tiles to embellish with that are in a rosy red color. Some of the purple hearts, the tiny butterflies, the gold hearts, the tiny dragonflies, the tiny jingle bells, all the charms that we've seen all along. Oh, not even in shot. There they are. All those things that I was just saying are all down in here or under the fold somewhere. So, okay, so they all go there. So this will be the tiny silver square tin, because it's the only tiny one that's silver and square. So the tiny silver square tin, the bunny egg tin, and the tin without a lid. The tiny, there we go. I know it all went in one time. The tiny square tin, this one in my hand, this one will be $5. I didn't do as good a job of packing that as the first time. I'm going to have to probably take it out and redo it. I knew that would happen. The tin without a lid will be $8. I know the stuff inside it's worth more, but it doesn't have a lid, so I'm taking that into account. And then, there we go. The egg bunny tin will be $12. Funny looking yolk. Yeah.
Okay, that's in, ladies.
I think I'm going to have to take all of those out to get that to fit back in. could fit it in the top, and I'll do that later.
Candy will pick A and C.
You got it. Thank you, Candy. Tin without a lid. Candy. And bunny, tin, and then the tiny silver square. Candy. Okay.
The bunny tin is available.
Bunny tin is available. Okay. Because that one. Okay. Okay, so the bunny tin is still available. We'll leave this here to keep us a focus. So if you came in late, you might want to go back and watch the first hour because there was some cute teeny tiny tins that you missed. Take a look at those. I don't know if we didn't have a ton of people here tonight or if the stuff inside it wasn't all that exciting or interesting to people, but I would love and appreciate some feedback. Maybe you were expecting or looking for different kind of contents. Maybe you're looking for different kind of containers. Maybe you didn't think the prices were right. Whatever it is, please shoot me a message if you've got some feedback or some thoughts on tonight. I would sure love to hear it because, you know, we want to have sales that are of interest to people and you know, things that make you want to look at them, want to come back. So don't want them to be boring or things that aren't of interest. So, you know, I always like the feedback, would really greatly appreciate some feedback. As a matter of fact, just not enough people, Margie. Well, that is possible. That is entirely possible. Candy, is it possible or Debbie, one of you on your list, is it possible for you to just read me off the names of everybody who purchased a container tonight?
Sure. Just a second. Do you want Candy?
I can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
You got Sandy Foster.
Okay.
Gigi.
Okay.
Christy.
Okay.
Kathy Lake.
Okay.
Glynis.
Okay.
Edna.
Okay.
And Reba.
All right.
And me.
Okay.
And Debbie bought earlier.
But yeah, Debbie bought one before.
Yeah, right before the sale.
Uh-huh.
So that's it. That's all I have.
That's it?
Unless I missed somebody, Debbie. Did I miss anybody?
Is that everybody? I have Sandy,
I don't think
Gigi,
so.
Kathy,
yeah, I
L.
have, you know, I've had Chunky in the background, so it's been kind of...
Edna, Reba, Candy, and
Did you
Debbie.
say Christy?
I
Yeah,
did.
Christy.
She did. Yes. Got Christy
And Glynis?
and Glynis. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Candy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Candy. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we're going to do two things here. We're going to fold up all these names and we're going to put them in a container, if I can find an empty container. And the first name we're going to draw out, one of your friends here tonight, it wants to play Santa and buy your tin for you or your container, whatever it was.
Say that again.
One of Margie, one of your friends, Margie, who is
that's my shock face.
So the first name I'm going to draw out, Margie is going to buy your tin or your container tonight. She's playing Santa. Now everybody's going, dang it, I wish I'd bought that other one. So
yeah, I'll take all the ones that weren't. If my name gets pulled, I'll take all the ones that weren't. So
exactly, I'll take everything that was left. So the first name drawn, Margie's going to buy your tin or a container, and Then I'm going to draw a second name and I'm going to add a prize into that person's package. So I could shake them, but shake it up and down and all they do is move up and down. Doesn't do any good. So I'll take them and move them around within each other. Get them all moved up and down and inside out and around. Okay. Now my eyes are closed. Actually, I'm watching my computer so that I can see that my hand is in the right place, but I can't see what's on them. I'm just going to reach down. Edna.
Awesome.
Congratulations, Edna.
Congrats, Edna.
Yeah. She says,
Congratulations.
Good luck, and it's her. Congratulations, Edna. Okay, Margie is buying your tin or paying for it. You get it. Okay, and now I'm going to draw one more, and then I'm going to give that person a prize. Whoop. All right. Who is it? Candy.
Awesome.
Whoop, whoop.
Woo woo.
Whoop, whoop. Hey, that's just as good as getting it free because
Can I make a request? Can you pass my name and get somebody else, please? You
Yeah,
give me
take
enough.
mine out.
You give me enough, Marianne, please.
Why? Oh, I like giving to you.
I know. So can you pull somebody else?
Yes.
And take my name out too.
Look how sweet these guys are. Oh, man. All right. Glynis.
Yay!
Glynis. I don't even know if Glynis is still here. Maybe she's here. She's got a little bit of stuff going on with her family right now, so
Yeah,
might be a little
fine.
preoccupied. Yeah, I'm gonna get with Glynis later because I'm gonna give her a choice of some things. So I'll get with her later and
she needs it
and
right now.
have her choose. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really glad that Glynis got drawn. Yay! Perfect. Okay, so Glynis, I'm gonna put as my free winner. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, and Edna is Margie's, and the rest of y'all are going to go in the trash. That sounded worse than it was.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
that didn't sound good, Marianne.
I know. No, I just didn't want all the papers to hang around. Then Lucy will come down and pick them up and start chewing on them. So I just tossed them right into the trash.
That sounds
right
like
there.
Chunky. Chunky loves paper too.
Does he?
He likes to eat it.
Yeah. And then he looks at you with big brown eyes. I didn't do anything.
He gets mad when I take it out of his mouth.
Yeah. What hanging out of my mouth? Funny. Oops, lace is stuck. Okay, so if you came in late, you can put it on double time if you want. Go back and watch the first hour, see what you missed, because there were some cute ones, like the double mint one, or the teeny tiny sewing ones, or these little miniature oval ones that are the vintage pictures on them. There's a bunch of those. So take a look at those. And if there's anything that you can't live without, just shoot me a message and I'll get it to Candy or shoot it to both of us. So I should get it onto your invoice. Okay. And now tomorrow night, if you didn't hear earlier, I can't remember how that goes on just the right way. Tomorrow night is going to be old books and movie ephemera. I have some movie ephemera from the 1920s and 30s that is really cool. And a ton of old books. So tomorrow night, old books and movie ephemera. Maybe we won't send out the link until tomorrow so that it won't be early enough for everybody to forget. And maybe it's a little too early. Oh yeah, Christy, she was so excited to watch that last sale and see all the Julie Nutting dolls that were left because she loves Julie Nutting and she makes some amazing tags with them. So yeah, Christy, I will get with you on those. I want to make sure I've got all the specific ones that we talked about. Christy, is it okay to put them on with this week's invoice? Is that okay with you? Oh, there it is. Will that work out instead of having it be last week's invoice? Can we just add it all onto this week's invoice? If so, then Candy, I'll just get you a list for Christy.
Okay.
Anybody else have any other questions before we go? Want to thank y'all for being here. Really want to thank Glennis and Candy and Debbie. Absolutely perfect. Thank you, Christy. Do appreciate you. Candy, I will get you a list for her, and we'll go from there.
Okay, and I'll charge her double so I can get a cutback.
There you go. There you go. Friends for life, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. You guys go have a great evening with your families. Enjoy them while you can. Be safe and love y'all. We'll see you in the group.
Good night, ladies.
See you tomorrow night.